Okay, here we go. Here we go, everybody. Another week has gone by in the freak show, and it just keeps on getting more freaky. Look, man, we got a few things we got to talk about. Potentially, the government buying, uh, taking up a stake in companies, including Intel, which you're gonna love this headline if you're an investor in Intel. Intel stock is having an historic week, and in case you were wondering why, well, it's because President Trump here thinks it's the right thing for the government to be taking a stake in Intel, and this is just the beginning. You're going to see more of a merger between companies in the stock market, especially tech, moving forward. And who knows, whatever else President Trump thinks that the government should be taking a stake in. Now, let me ask you, since we're all friends, right? Where does that cash come from? We're broke. We are absolutely destitute. President Trump has to get on the phone with the Fed chair. Powell, buddy, I know the big charade that we're playing on everyone. Listen, we just need, I don't know, X amount of billion. I want to take up a stake in Intel and some other companies as well. What do you think? Good idea? Yeah, I know you would. I knew you would like that idea. Yeah, we're playing the American people for the fools that they are, aren't we? Yeah, we got them by the balls, don't we? Yeah, I know. That's okay. We're going to get them more. Just wait till they see what happens over the next few months. All right there, buddy boy. I'll talk to you. I'll see you over at, well, you know where. I'll see you. And that's it. So anyway, guys, that's really what's happening here. With regard to the market today, nothing really happened. The law of diminishing returns is clearly applying. We got, I mean, a fractional increase for the Dow, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq lower, but that wasn't the real story. The real story was the sell-off today in the debt market. That is where I'm going with the law of diminishing returns. Without extreme effort to continue to buy all the debt, the Fed's got to keep. You see, it can't be linear. Not only is the Fed buying all the debt right now, but why do you think? What's the real reason why the U.S. Treasury right now is also buying back its own debt that it issues? Imagine that. It's issuing debt and then buying back that debt. But how is it buying back that debt? Oh, it has a main line to the Federal Reserve. That's right. And this mechanism obviously massively currency purchasing power negative. There's no reason really for the Federal Reserve to even lower rates moving forward. They're already in here buying it all, as is the goal of every central bank. The Treasury in here issuing debt, buying it back. The Fed's paying for it. President Trump looking to buy stake in Intel and possibly other companies as well. I'm sure that's what you voted for, right? You wanted to see companies here get propped up, not only by the Federal Reserve, who has their own trading desk and of course does buy the stock market. We've known this for years. Oh, you don't believe that? Look it up for yourself. The New York Fed has a trading desk. And now you got President Trump openly saying, hey, you know what? We're going to start buying companies. We're going to prop up this market into oblivion. Wait till you see what we're going to do. Of course, it's all a game. It's all an illusion. Who makes out here? Well, of course, you know, when you got this the stock having a history. What does this say here? As Intel stock heads for its biggest weekly gain in 50 years, of course, on the back of President Trump here saying, hey, you know what? It's the right thing to do for the American people. You guys buy that? Are you still drinking the Kool-Aid? MAGA, not calling you out, although I have, because I want you to open your pie holes just a little bit. Yeah, I've been trying to push you because you need to be pushed. You people are dead asleep or dead zombified freaks. I don't know. What are you? You don't have a mouth. You don't want to speak out against this because it's the right thing to do because your guy's doing it. Imagine if Biden did this. What would you do? You'd be shitting yourself. You literally would. But that's a whole other story, isn't it? Here, you can't see what's going on. You've been blinded, spiritually disenfranchised, or something like that. Anyway, going back to this market, so something going on here with regard to the debt sell-off today. Not dramatic, but a sell-off nonetheless. The dollar got hit yet again. Imagine that. Bitcoin, crypto's under some pressure today. Nothing major. Pressure also for crude oil, silver, gold. All right, whatever, man. That's the story with regard to that. But I really, really do want to hear. Let me just read this to you. So, should the government buy stock or invest in companies? And again, President Trump says, yeah, that's the way to go. I'm sure you MAGA people would agree that is the way to go because anything the president says is right. Lions, this move would align with big government stepping into industry. Now, here's my own opinion on this. You are clearly open and allowed to have your own. Anyway, I would love to hear from you. So the government, this is me. Government stepping into finance here isn't about safety, it's about control. Everything is about control. When the state leads capital injections into, let's say, a company like Intel, buying stake in its shares of stock, however they're going to work it, it demands loyalty and alignment. So I ask, what are your thoughts and comments? What are they? Yes, most of you think it's the worst idea you've ever heard. And it is. It's another abomination like everything else that's going on right here. But what else would you expect in this environment? So, I mean, it's all part of the fakery and the illusion of the market. Remember, it doesn't matter what happens with regard to the economy. We just continue to get worsening economic news. The lies, the deceptions, the distractions. It's an incredible thing. Tariffs, they might only have a little effect on prices rising. Meanwhile, we just got what? The biggest jump in 3 years with regard to wholesale prices, the PPI. Come on, guys. You knew this was going to happen. We all called out it was garbage and nonsense from day one. But again, when you have an administration that is aligned with a very, very dark force, what would you expect? The truth? No. You're going to get lies, deceptions, and distractions, and it's not going to stop. They're even going to buy the market now. So we got this retail sales number coming in today. Shocked everyone. No one saw this coming except you. U.S. retail sales come in worse than expected. No one saw it. Really? No. You and I did. This is not going to stop. How many times have you heard me say that? Not going to stop. Want to hear it again? It's not going to stop. Let me tell you why it's not going to stop. So let me read this to you. Lions, U.S. retail sales here in the United States fell short of the plus 0.6% consensus and slowing from 0.09% in June. So we're slowing even further, but they're going to play it up like it's the greatest thing in the history of the world because you must be lied to. You must be deceived. You must be told to look here, not over here. We're slowing. We're not only slowing, it's over. Now, according to their data, okay, it's obviously way, way worse than what they're letting us know. Anyway, so I wrote lines. The domestic consumer engine is slowing. Full freaking stop now. Let's just stop for a second. And as much as they try to cover it up, this is a slow motion inflation trap, which is about to get much worse. And then I posted click here. For those of you that subscribe to the Freedom Platform, you got this in your inbox this morning. The first domino has fallen. Several pages here, which you really should read. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is not in your inbox and you're missing out on all kinds of important information. But you stay right here on YouTube because that's where you should be, right? Again, if you choose to subscribe to the Freedom Platform, link in the description of the video, you'll get stuff like this. So the first domino has fallen. Full breakdown right here, which I alluded to in this piece here. So let's do this. Moreover, as prices climb, does this make sense to you? Because this is economics 101, basic economics, which it seems President Trump and Vance have no idea. Neither does our Treasury Secretary. Can't make it up. Moreover, as prices climb, it will break the back of demand quickly. People start to hoard cash, believe it or not. They don't want to spend it. Well, because they got to spend it on more important things like, say, rent and survival. So this is economics 101. It cuts right into the consumer engine here of spending dying. Now, how do we fix this? Here's the solution, people, and you know what it is. I'm just going to tell you again. Return purchasing power to the currency. Not take it away, as J.D. Vance, the illustrious J.D. Vance, and the more illustrious Trump are saying. So I wrote, do the opposite of what Trump and Vance are saying. Both are calling for an even weaker dollar, which means you lose, which means the 1% and 2%ers win. And they think you're so dumb and you're so stupid that they're playing you like a grand piano. Not me, not anyone who's legitimately follows my work, and not a single lion over on the Freedom Platform. Bottom line to the pride, the weight of rising tariffs, input costs, especially its effect on U.S. small businesses, and with accelerated currency purchasing power losses are dragging the economy into a deeper strain. Now, if you really want to cut into this again, this is in your inbox. If you subscribe to the Freedom Platform, read through this, study this. It's important stuff. Let us move forward here. So we got a warning, another warning from Goldman Sachs. Listen, this warning isn't for you. When Goldman Sachs puts out a warning like this, it's not to you. They don't give a damn about you. They're talking about the 1% and 2% saying, get ready, put on your parachutes, because we may have to, get out of here really, really quick. Now, we're always ready. Lions always have the high ground. Always. We don't sit around sucking our thumbs off in some corner. You understand? We're always ready for this. We're hedged across the board. We're going to stay that way. And tomorrow, for those of you, again, who subscribe to the Freedom Platform, I'm going to put out a breakdown of the S&P 500, how to trade it exactly. I'm going to tell you the trades, how to set it up. These are all spreads, so you get paid up front. Yes, of course, you're always a speculator in the market, but I'm turning you into a market maker. The way I'm setting up these trades for you is literally as far back as you want to go since I've been putting them up there. For those of you that are getting involved in these trades, tell everyone if Greg is lying. Have you been doing very well? Have you been padding your income? Yeah, it's part of the benefit of being part of the Freedom Platform. Link in the description of this video. I'm gonna do a breakdown of the S&P 500, how to trade it. With the spread, you're going to get paid up front. I'm going to tell you how to what crude oil is doing, how to trade it. I'm going to set you up with a spread again. You're going to get paid up front. I'm going to set you up with how to trade gold, what's going on there too. You're going to get paid up front. I'm going to turn you all into market makers. It's a beautiful thing. It really, really is. Anyway, I'm also going to do breakdowns of cryptocurrencies. Several of them I do now by request. I'm doing Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. Maybe I'll add a couple more, but that's what I'm doing right now. So you guys will have a better handle on what's going on. So let's talk about this. Goldman researchers warn of an unfriendly asymmetry, why the next big market move may be down. Well, let's see. Let's see what Goldman wants you to know. Okay, Goldman. Goldman Sachs is sounding a clear alarm. This is me, obviously. The equity asymmetry framework, which they talk about in this article, is an advanced risk model, according to this article. Now, big market move may be down according to Goldman and their asymmetrical model. Beautiful. Okay, we don't need an asymmetric model to know that this market is in la-la land and beyond la-la land and somewhere even further than that. So the simple truth, market volatility right now is in fact shockingly low. Why is that? Because you got the Fed in here managing the yield curve along with the Treasury, buying all the debt. It sets up this kind of environment. And now you got President Trump wanting to buy stake in companies, including Intel. Where do you think this is all going to go? Do you like that? Do you think, what would you have done? MAGA people, put your red hat on for a second. This says MAGA on it. Put it on just for a second. Go grab it. It's probably right next to you right now. Put it on. What would you do if Biden did that? Would there be excrement in your tidy whities? Yeah, I think there would. But right now, because Trump is doing it, what are you going to do? You're going to sit here and mute? Come on, guys. I love you. I really, really do. You got to wake up. You've been lied to. You've been duped. Do something about it. Go on Truth Social. Say something to the thing. The beautiful orange man. He is orange, man. Why is he orange? Does someone want to tell me that? Is this just is it like a genetic thing, or why is he orange? I don't know. You can tell me why he's orange. Anyway, let's do this here. So this low volatility, obviously yield curve control, setting up an environment here for cash to flow into the stock market, especially if President Trump says, hey, we're going to buy Intel and NVIDIA and who knows what else he wants to buy. Prop up the stock market, make all his friends rich. Oh, yeah, they're all getting richer. Not you, though. You're losing because our economy is going down the toilet. America is being wiped out from within. Told you what happened before anything else. So anyway, this unusual calm in the market does not mean we're safe. So macro signals across the board. People are flashing red. I've been telling you this for how long. Weak labor data. This is the few things I put down. Sluggish cycle momentum, tariffs feeding inflation, and vastly elevated valuation in the stock market. Means this setup is what? Is it perfect? No, it's fragile, of course. Investors still believe the Fed's going to come in here and bail them up, but they don't need the Fed because Trump's going to buy the market. Trump wants to buy Intel, might buy other stocks too. So you got the Fed buying it all, keeping rates suppressed, Trump wanting to buy companies, prop up the Dow and the S&P 500. You wanted this, right? You believed that war was going to end on the first day too, and prices were going to come down. You believed that too? You really did, didn't you? I don't blame you. I don't blame you for believing it. You were conned by the con man, probably one of the greatest con men of all time. Let me just say something real quick. Everyone is fixated on this Epstein thing still. I can't, look, like you guys really think you're going to get that information? Does it even matter? First of all, look, man, the bottom line with Epstein is him and Trump were friends, best friends for a very long time. Would you befriend a pedophile? I don't think so. It's morally wrong, I think, and it's criminal. Okay. But so that's the real issue here. Focus on the list, not the fact that Trump was basically best friends with a known pedophile. Uh, yeah. But you see, focus on the list, not the fact that Trump and Epstein were best friends, and that's kind of not, I don't think you would be best friends with a pedophile. No, I don't think so. Unless, of course, you were a pedophile yourself. Then there may be something going on here. See where we're going with this, people? Come on now. Lions always have the high ground. Lions always have the high ground. What to prepare for? A sudden sell-off in the stock market, a drop that resets valuations and it could be substantial. Lions, Goldman is basically saying that the calm surface of this market is masking an unstable foundation. Imagine that. Really? You think everything is just perfectly great? Do you think that the government would have to get in here by the stock market and the president would be calling for a weaker dollar and artificially persuasive if everything was really going well? No, of course not. The data is cracking. It's all fake. Policy uncertainty and geopolitical tail risks. Whatever happened to Trump's deadline with Russia? Came and went. Did nothing. Started to suck his thumb. Let me go talk to Putin. Putin. Maybe I will while I'm there too. Yeah, I think he has a crush on Putin. I don't think right now he's probably, look, man, what's a little fellatio between friends? You guys can tell me. I don't know. I'm goofing here, guys. Take it easy. Anyway, look, guys, love you. Love you with all I got. And I mean it. You gotta have a little fun sometimes. I know some people are gonna get horribly offended by the word fellatio. Fellatio. Can I tell you? Yeah. All right. You know what time it is? Bring it. Friday. Love each other. Forget about fellatio for just a second. Love each other. Love each other. Be charitable, people. I will see some of you on Sunday for my markets look ahead, and you are going to want to see that. For those of you that do sub to the Freedom platform, you're going to get something really nice and fat and juicy that I've been working on for about 3 days. It's not done. I'll probably have it done maybe later today. I don't know. I got so much to work on. I got to do a breakdown of the markets, which you're going to get. Those of you that subscribe to the Freedom platform, you get that tomorrow. You're also going to get, we started a Lions Commerce section in the newsletter as well. These are companies. I'm already reaching out to companies all over the United States. And you guys and girls who are small business owners, I'm trying to help you out. So you can post right there in the newsletter if you have a small business. If you want to offer the Lions just 5%, 10% off for just being a Lion. Well, that's a beautiful thing. So we're starting this Lions Commerce section here. We can all take advantage of that. We got to help each other out. We got to support small business. Even though President Trump wants to support a huge company like Intel and screw you small businesses right in the rectum because you're going to be paying higher input costs across the board because tariffs are the way to go. You know they are because he told you. It must be true. With Putin, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's pretty visually disturbing if you think about it. Well, yeah, let's support Intel, but small businesses, you can take it right in the gabagool. It don't matter. But what else would you expect as the 1% and 2% are pillaging the United States? So as I said, look in your inbox tomorrow for my breakdown of the markets, for my Lions Commerce Corner. More stuff there for all of us. We're going to be doing all kinds of things moving forward. Sunday, my markets to look ahead again for those of you that subscribe to the Freedom Platform. You still can get those 7 days. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep that out here, people. I'm be honest with you. Right now, I still have it open. You could sub for free and get full access to the Freedom Platform. As of now, it's still there. It's not going to stay there forever, I'm telling you now. So you want to take advantage of this? Do it. Link in the description of this video. And for all of you that just got shockingly offended, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's you can always unsubscribe here or any way you want. Doesn't matter to me. I'm having a little bit of fun, and if it really hurts your feelings that much, maybe you need to, lighten up just a bit. Love you guys. See ya.